it have to be this way? Instead of living in peace, we fall into the arms of war. Like 1,000 different pieces, if we stand together and tall, we should reach our goal. Did it have to be this way? Instead of living in peace, we fall into the arms of war. Like 1,000 different pieces. Like 1,000 different pieces.
And realizing what a fragile, pathetic creature human beings are anyway. So totally traumatized that it's very easy to just, paint over or even completely erase the human sensibilities of morality and so on.
The problem with chemtrails is that when we attempt to geoengineer and interfere with complex, interrelated atmospheric processes, we are in for unintended consequences on a major scale.
An article announcing biochemistry's development of toxicity-resistant crops. In particular, in this article, aluminum-resistant plants. So the article tells us that aluminum in soil stunts the growth of crops. Wheat, corn, and barley don't fare well in aluminum-laden soils.
They label you a terrorist when speaking the truth, using magazines and media misleading the youth. The people need to start seeing faster the skies of big changes coming. Please don't be surprised. Ask yourself for those clouds in the sky. They don't move much, I'm wondering why. Aluminum levels in soil very high, and that makes organic crops die. Whoever's doing it must be very evil. They have enough to poison plants to the people. They got plans to take over the whole globe, as if they don't already have enough control. Ever heard of a company called Monsanto? Ever heard of geoengineering before? No laws to label GM foods in the store. All this is just to cover up for much more. Robotic martial law, skybot, androids, cameras and guns and sirens making man noise. Virtually impossible for criminals to get away. Living in a time where cops caused so yesterday everyone will be cracked, whether or not they like it. Cause under your skin you were forced to wear a microchip. Back in the days you had to recall your cell phone. Nowadays they tap it each and every one's home. What the fuck you think America started FEMA camps for? Producing the controllable drones so they can start war. Free bad vaccinations for the poor. Fluoride in the water, aluminum in the soil. Everything's being polluted, earth is being spoiled. War home for greed, land, power and oil. War home for greed, land, power and oil.
There are new technologies that provide the expertise to control people totally without their knowledge. Means of electronic entrainment, brain control implants, methods of advertising that manipulate us against our will. And this isn't science fiction, this is something that's very documented.
Skybot, androids, cameras and guns and sirens making man noise. Virtually impossible for criminals to get away. Living in a time where cops caused so yesterday everyone will be cracked, whether or not they like it. Cause under your skin you were forced to wear a microchip. Back in the days you had to recall your cell phone. Nowadays they tap it each and every one's home. What the fuck you think America started FEMA camps for? Producing the controllable drones so they can start war. Free bad vaccinations for the poor. Fluoride in the water, aluminum in the soil. Everything's being polluted, earth is being spoiled. War home for greed, land, power and oil. War home for greed, land, power and oil.
So the question being asked is the government spraying toxic chemicals into the skies all over the world to stop global warming?
It's called geoengineering, and a growing movement of people say yes. They also say many of the illnesses you see today are a direct cause of what's happening in the sky. KMIR 6's Christina Pascucci investigates.
Could a strange substance found by a Southwest Arkansas man be part of a government test? Well, that's the question at the heart of a phenomenon called chemtrails, now getting widespread attention.
Well, they say the government is dumping chemicals on us to control or manipulate